In this video, we're going to install all the bottom part and the transmission mount to finish our installation of the clutch. So if you watch the past two videos, I have part 1 and part 2 of the clutch replacement, which was hell because of a bolt. And in this part, we're going to finish putting the drive shaft, the exhaust, and the differential. So let's just start by putting the transmission mount. Okay, this is what you gotta do. Get your mount, put the nuts on top, but don't go all the way down on the side which has the ball. The nut which has a washer in it, those go in here, right? You just align the ball with this groove and then you're good to go. But you cannot tighten yet because when you put this here, you won't be able to fit in there. So you gotta put both in here, then you go up and then you do it. And before you tighten anything, assure that the holes here, or let me see if you can see, the holes here will align with the holes for the engine. So I need to push this up a little bit because it's still hanging, and so I'm gonna do that. That's also a 13 millimeter, so I'm gonna get a couple. I'm going to put on my chest. The engine will not follow me, just the bolts and nuts, and there you go. All right. Oh, I got two. You can use the jack if you have it. Easy. Then I'm gonna tighten this one, and then I'll go to the top ones. Okay, now I'm gonna tighten the crap out of it just a little bit. Nice. So now I can reach the top ones and tighten them. Be sure they are all the way back. Done. And the other side, top of the transmission mount, cost me $22. All right, done. Just double check this one. Done. And now 2 nuts on the bottom. All right, so transmission mount installed, everything is tight. Now let's put the drive shaft. So we gotta put the front first, and oh. And put this part in the middle, which is going to help keep this in place. There you go. So I just push this in there and attach this here so it can hang here for a minute. Okay, one thing I need to do now is align this hole with this hole here like this, and get those big bolts and just put them there. So the way they were here is they were on the back, and the bolts in here. So I'm gonna try to do that. Okay, so this is better, the best setup. One of those on the back, and there you go, holding it, and this here in front. When you tie those up, just be sure that this side here is touching the end, and this side here is also touching the end. Can you see out there? So it is touching, right? So if you turn to the other one is not quite touching there, so I can go a little further, and is not touching there either. So I'm gonna fix those, and there's one more to go. So that one, to be honest, it just cracked. I'm gonna use anyway and replace when I come back. Okay, I'm an idiot. I put this like this here so I could have some clearance to set the other side, but it didn't quite work out because that's the wrong way. Okay, so not sure if you remember, we took those two bolts out and they're just here to support, and this is out also. This side is completely out, so I'll need to lift this part a little bit and put back in there, and I also push that back a little bit. So that said, this goes in there. I'm gonna pull this back to me. There you go. And now I need to start aligning the holes. So you have a little plate like this, which goes in here. That's gonna distribute the load. And there you go. I got one. And one more here. Also, before I started putting all the bolts, I'm gonna lift this guy and see if I can put this bolt in there so he gets a line in here. And then I'll do by hand the rest. There you go. That. Now. Oh. And before tightening all the way, I'm gonna put these guys in place. All right, the brakes were on. Let me turn a little bit. And back here, we have this last bolt. This is the bolt that I slide out, so I could push it backwards a little bit. And here, I guess it's too high. Oh no, it's too low. So we can go higher a little bit. There you go. Then you have that baby out there. Now the differential is locked, and my son is running his little thing.
Daddy, can we take the Jeep, Bella?
Yeah, the battery is dying on the Jeep though. Okay, so this is it here. Whatever side it goes doesn't matter because it goes nowhere. And let's go to the other side now. And this side, I'm gonna try like this. There you go. There you go. Oh. I'm just gonna try to move, but I'm pretty sure it's great. Oh yes. I don't know if you're seeing, but this is the slave cylinder that broke. Recycle. This is the throwout bearing. Look at this, falling apart. I've never seen like that. That was making noise, but I didn't think that was that bad. Then we have the dual mass flywheel. I don't think this is bad, to be honest. One more thing we gotta do to finish the differential is to install this support back in the car. And if you look here, there are two bolts, one on each side, and it goes to the frame. So I bolt them back so it could support all of this. I'm gonna remove them, but first I'm gonna support the differential actually right in here, so all of this don't fall on my head. So just be aware, everything you're doing under the car, it might be a little dangerous and you might get seriously injured. So let me do it. All right, beginning of the trip to Montana. Let's drop the car. Let's run it and see how it sounds. Since the exhaust is out, we are going to replace some of the rubber bushings. These ones are destroyed, so I'm gonna get the new ones and pop those ones out of here and shove the new ones in. So basically I'm just gonna prop these out. So you can see this one here, one part's out, second one is out. So put a little double grease in here, as you can see. Now I'm gonna get this guy and push. Super easy, it is in there. And let's do the same thing to the other side, but now we cannot drag this anymore because you don't want to break it. So that's the second one. There you go. It's out. We get the new one. Let's compare the new one with the old one. New one, old one. Wow, it's totally broken. So I have a little bit of grease in here still. And there you go. It doesn't need much. So this is new. This one I ordered. It didn't get here yet, so I'm going to install with this
Hey, can we go to the extra when you're done? When mommy's done making the cake?
Check it out.
Can we?
You want to go to the BMX track. So that's it. It is right where I wanted to. I'm gonna take the clip out of there. Maybe support a little bit with the jack. So first thing we did was support the back with the jack, and now I'm going to go for that middle part. So the middle section is the one that has a little plate, and that's what I'm going to secure right now. So I'm going to start by just putting some lube on those bolts. There are 4. They go in front of the car. They're going to smoke a little bit. Probably when it gets hot, but it's just everything's so hard and rusty that they deserve a new set. But for now, so what I'm gonna do is 13 on one side, 13 on the other side, and we're gonna get that together. So I have a couple new gaskets and the bolts and nuts. So it's one washer on each side, and this goes like this. Gasket goes in there. There's a dent in here, so the gasket goes right there. And I'm gonna put this guy. And again, the other one, same thing. Okay, it's gonna be like this. Put one, secure with a nut. Go to the second one. Don't put your head underneath, because it's very likely that's gonna fall in your head. All right. Alright, I found a set of things here that makes this thinner. I just need to go to the other side and hit it. So the front part is done. I guess it looks good to me. Now let's go to the... Alright, let me show you what I'm doing, because I definitely need to get a new tripod that goes lower like that. So what I did was this side here, see, 1 and 2, and then it goes here, the exhaust that has a 1 and 2 too. So I'm gonna hit that one now. Wow. All right, check it out. So it's all in. I'm just putting the light from the thingy here. If your car has this controller, you plug it in there. Mine, I don't think it's working, to be honest, but I'm gonna plug anyway. And let's put a beautiful hat so we cover this ugly hair of mine. Take these gloves off. and let's run it. Are you ready? I'm excited. There you go. Is it better? I guess let me rev a couple times. Alright. Man, we are ready. I guess this concludes the part 3, which was assembling all the crap back. So watch part 1 was disassembling, part 2 was removing the transmission and replacing the clutch, and then put the transmission back in there. And this part was putting all the crap back, like the heat shield. I mean, there's no much crap. The heat shield and the exhaust, which I almost left alone. And also, I'm sorry for this. I'm not proud of it, but you know, mine was broken. And the new part I bought, they messed up the post off. Then I went, no AutoZone, no O'Reilly's, no nothing. Then, and I didn't want to go to Amazon and pay whatever bunch of dollars just for that, because I mean, it's just noise and vibration, right? And I ended up buying on eBay used ones, so I put one used one, the other one got stuck. But as you see, the daylight is almost gone, and I couldn't afford to waste this. I'm gonna load the car on the trailer right now, and tomorrow I'm just gonna mount tires and be ready. Alright, so don't forget to leave a thumbs up, make a little comment, and most important of all, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.
Look past my face. See status. I'm eating some McDonald's. 20 miles.